All kids can navigate obstacles and dealing with stress. Resilience is the ability to recover from strain, hardships, failure, obstacles, or even trauma. Another important aspect of resilience is managing solid urges and emotions. Hello, and welcome to another ConnectedMinds.ai podcast. Today, I'll be talking about how to build resilience as a life skill in children. It isn't something children are born with. Rather, it is a competence they learn as they develop. Since they do not fear dropping short of their expectations, adaptable children are more inclined to take better and healthier risks. They are curious and courageous and rely on their impulses. They are aware of their limitations and push themselves to step outside their comfort bubble. This allows them to achieve their lengthy objectives and resolve issues independently. Resilience and strain. As kids get older, they all experience various levels of stress. Despite their greatest efforts, parents cannot shield their children from danger. To mention a few, children get sick, relocate to new neighborhoods, meet forms of bullying and online trolls, take exams, cope with grieving, lose people, and cope with relationship breakdown. These challenges may appear minor to grown-ups, but they overwhelm children. Resilience assists children in navigating these difficult situations. When children have the confidence and abilities to encounter and resolve issues, they gain knowledge and that they possess what it requires to deal with difficult problems. They internalize the signal that they are powerful and capable of more than rebounding by themselves. Techniques for increasing resilience. Parents can assist their children in developing resilience and dealing with ambiguity by trying to teach people to resolve issues independently. Whereas the partner's instinct may be to climb in and help to ensure that the kid does not have to deal with unpleasantness, this seriously undermines resilience. Kids must feel uncomfortable for them to work with it and establish one's problem-solving competence. Without such skills, children will become anxious and completely close down when confronted with hardship. Create a solid emotional bond. Spend a good time with your children. They learn coping skills through interpersonal interaction, so spending one-on-one moments with them is essential. This implies you should put down your cell phone and concentrate on your child. When children know they have had the unquestioning support of a parent, close relative, or even an educator, they are more likely to seek advice and work through tough circumstances. Likewise, adults can model learning to cope and problem-solving skills to kids through positive connections. Encourage healthy risk-taking. What constitutes a health risk? Something that forces a child to step from outside their safety zone but causes little long-term damage if they fail. Attempting a new sport, partaking in a school production, or trying to strike up a dialogue with an introverted peer are all examples. When children minimize risk, they internalize the signal that they are incapable of dealing with challenges. Children who acknowledge risks understand to push themselves. Avoid the temptation to repair it and instead pose questions. When children come to their families for help, the natural reaction is to reprimand or discuss. Instead, inquiry-based learning is a better approach. The parents assist the child in thinking through the matter and coming up with possible solutions by rolling the situation back to the kid with questions. Instruct problem-solving techniques. The goal is not to instill tough self-reliance. We all require assistance sometimes, and children must understand that assistance is available. Parents participate in the problem-solving process by brainstorming solutions with their children. Encourage children to make a list of possibilities and evaluate the benefits and drawbacks of each of them. Emotional labeling. When strain sets in, emotional states boil over. Teach your children that all emotions are valid and that labeling them can help them understand their feelings. Tell kids that it's normal to be anxious, heartbreaking, green with envy, and so on, and that these emotions will pass. Showcase your coping skills. When children are stressed or frustrated, breathing exercises can help each other unwind and calm down. This allows them to stay calm and think clearly about the scenario. Accept mistakes, theirs and yours. Failure avoiders are not resilient. In reality, failure avoiders are typically anxious children. When families fixate on the outcome, their children becomes trapped in the pass-fail loop. This leads to risk avoidance. On the other hand, accepting errors, your own and others, promotes a positive mindset and teaches children that missteps assist them in learning. It can be beneficial to discuss a mistake that you made and also how you recovered from it. Encourage optimism. Several kids tend to be more instinctually hopeful than others, but positivity can be developed. Recognize the thoughts and emotions that lead to negative thinking, and instruct your child to reward his thinking to discover the good if you have a mini cynic on your palms. Resilience model. Modeling resilience is the most effective way of teaching it. We are all exposed to difficult situations. Use strategies to cope and soothing techniques. For example, breathing techniques can be an effective stress reduction technique. Classify your emotional states and communicate through your concern process at all times.